The venue manager called at 11 p.m., the night before my wedding. "Miss Harper, this is Tom from Riverside Gardens. We need to discuss tomorrow's event." I was in my hotel room, surrounded by bridesmaids, drinking champagne, laughing about nothing. "Is everything okay?" "There's been a cancellation request, with payment. We need to clarify who authorized this before we proceed." My stomach dropped. A cancellation? From who? "A Mrs. Victoria Brennan. She provided a deposit and cancellation fee, said the wedding was off, but you're listed as the primary contact, so I wanted to verify." "Victoria Brennan is my future mother-in-law. I did not cancel the wedding." Silence. Then, "She paid us $15,000 to cancel, sent text messages with instructions, said you'd requested it." "I never requested anything. Can you forward those texts?" "Give me one moment." My phone buzzed. Screenshots appeared. Text messages from a number I didn't recognize to the venue's business line. "This is Victoria Brennan, mother of the groom. The wedding is canceled. Here is $15,000 to cover penalties and lost business. Please confirm cancellation immediately." Another text. Another screenshot. Bank transfer confirmation. $15,000 sent from an account in Victoria's name. My hands shook. My bridesmaids crowded around, saw the texts, started swearing. I called my fiancé. "Ryan, we need to talk. Now. Your mother just tried to cancel our wedding." "What? That's impossible." "She paid the venue $15,000. I have the texts. Get to my room. Bring your mother." "Emma, you're being dramatic. Get here now." I hung up, looked at my bridesmaids, at the white dress hanging in the closet, at the texts on my phone proving my future mother-in-law had tried to destroy my wedding. "Well," my best friend Casey said, "this is going to be interesting." 15 minutes later, Ryan knocked. I opened the door. He was alone. "Where's your mother?" "She's in her room. She doesn't know what you're talking about." I shoved my phone in his face. "These are texts from her phone number, to our venue, paying them $15,000 to cancel our wedding. The night before we're supposed to get married." He stared at the screen. His face went from confused to pale. "There has to be an explanation." "Oh, there's an explanation. Your mother said there won't be a wedding, and then she tried to make sure there wasn't." Ryan pulled out his phone, called his mother. "Mom, I need you in Emma's room, right now." 5 minutes later, Victoria Brennan walked in, perfectly dressed even at 11 p.m., hair immaculate, expression carefully neutral. "Ryan, what's this about?" I held up my phone. "You paid our venue $15,000 to cancel the wedding. Want to explain that?" Her eyes flickered, just for a second. Then she smiled. "I have no idea what you're talking about." "Really? Because I have screenshots, from your phone number, with your bank account. Want to see them?" I turned my phone to her, watched her face, watched the moment she realized she'd been caught. And that's when I knew. This wedding was happening. But Victoria Brennan would never forget what happened next. If you've ever dealt with someone who tried to sabotage your big day, stay with me until the end. Your support means everything to me. Hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments, how would you handle a mother-in-law who tried to cancel your wedding? Let's talk about it. Now back to my story. Let me back up. I'm Emma Harper, 28 years old, marketing director at a tech company in Denver, Colorado. I make good money, own my condo, built a career I'm proud of. I met Ryan Brennan 3 years ago at a friend's wedding. He was the best man. I was a bridesmaid. We ended up seated next to each other at dinner, talked all night, exchanged numbers, started dating. Ryan's an engineer, smart, funny, kind. He came from money. His family owns a construction company that's been in Denver for 40 years, Brennan Construction. Big contracts, commercial buildings, the kind of business that makes you wealthy but not flashy. Meeting his family should have been normal, should have been fine. It wasn't. Victoria Brennan, Ryan's mother, opened the door when I arrived for our first family dinner, looked me up and down like I was a contractor submitting a bid she'd already decided to reject. "So you're Emma. Ryan's told us very little about you." Not told us so much. Very little, like I wasn't worth discussing. Dinner was at their house in Cherry Hills. Massive. 6 bedrooms, pool, views of the mountains. The kind of house that announces, "We have money and we want you to know it." Ryan's father, Tom, was kind, asked about my job, seemed genuinely interested. His younger sister, Melissa, was sweet. 19, still in college, excited about everything. Victoria dominated the conversation, talked about family business, clients, projects, people I'd never heard of, made no effort to include me. When I mentioned my job, she said, "Marketing, how modern. Not really a profession, is it? More of a service role." Service role. Like I was the help. Ryan squeezed my hand under the table. "Mom, Emma's a director. She manages a team. It's a real career." "Of course, dear, I didn't mean to offend." But she did mean to offend. That was the point. Over 2 years, the pattern repeated. Every family dinner, every holiday, every interaction. Victoria found ways to diminish me, question my background, suggest I wasn't quite right for Ryan. "Where did you say your family was from? What do your parents do? Did you attend university? How interesting that Ryan chose someone so different." Different meant not wealthy, not from their circle, not good enough. I came from a solid middle-class family. My dad's a middle school principal. My mom's a paralegal. They paid for most of my college. I graduated with $30,000 in debt that I paid off in 5 years. I was proud of that. Victoria saw it as proof I was beneath them. Ryan defended me, sometimes. "Mom, stop being judgmental. Emma's accomplished. She doesn't need your approval." But he never went further, never set real boundaries, never told his mother that her behavior was unacceptable, just asked her to tone it down, which she never did. When Ryan proposed, beautiful proposal at Red Rocks Amphitheater, I thought things might change, that once we were officially engaged, Victoria would accept me, accept that her son had chosen me. I was wrong. The engagement made everything worse. Wedding planning became a war of attrition. Victoria tried to control everything. She pushed for the Denver Country Club. "All Brennans marry there. It's tradition." I wanted Riverside Gardens. Outdoor venue, mountain views, more our style. Ryan sided with me. "We're doing Riverside Gardens, Mom. It's our wedding." Victoria's lips thinned. "I see. Well, don't expect Brennan Construction to pay for a venue we don't approve of." "We're paying for it ourselves," I said. "How independent. I'm sure your parents' contribution will be sufficient." It was an insult. She knew my parents couldn't afford much, knew Ryan and I were funding most of the wedding ourselves, was reminding me that we lacked the Brennan resources. Guest list became another battle. Victoria wanted to invite business associates, people Ryan barely knew, people who'd never met me. "They're important to the company," she insisted. "They're strangers to us," I countered. We compromised at 150 guests. Victoria was furious. "Melissa's wedding will be 300 guests, at the country club, as it should be." Melissa wasn't even engaged, but Victoria was already planning a wedding that would overshadow mine. The dress became a nightmare. Victoria insisted on attending my dress appointments, criticized every choice. "Too modern. Not elegant enough. Are you sure you want something so revealing?" My dress had a normal neckline. She just wanted me covered head to toe. When I finally chose a dress I loved, Victoria said, "Well, it's your day. I suppose you should wear what makes you feel comfortable, even if it's not quite appropriate." My mother was there, heard that, said nothing, just looked sad. The worst part was watching Ryan navigate between us. He wanted his mother happy, wanted me happy, couldn't have both. So he tried to keep peace, which meant asking me to compromise, to understand, to be patient. I was always the one compromising, never Victoria. 3 months before the wedding, things escalated. Victoria called me, asked to meet for coffee. Just us, woman to woman. I should have said no, didn't. We met at a Starbucks in Cherry Creek. She ordered for both of us, didn't ask what I wanted. "Emma, I want to be honest with you." "Okay." I don't think you're right for Ryan. Direct, finally. After 2 years of passive aggression, actual honesty, I'm sorry you feel that way. It's not about feelings. It's about reality. You come from a different world, different values, different expectations. Ryan is a Brennan. He has responsibilities, a family legacy, a business to eventually run. I'm not asking him to give any of that up. But you'll hold him back. You don't understand our world, how to navigate it, how to support someone in his position. You'll be a liability. Does Ryan know you're saying this? Ryan is blinded by infatuation. He'll realize eventually. The question is whether you'll save both of you the pain of a divorce by ending this now. I'm not ending anything. Then you'll learn the hard way. Being a Brennan wife isn't what you think. There are expectations, standards. You won't meet them, and Ryan will resent you for it. She stood, left me with the coffee I didn't order. The message delivered. That night, I told Ryan everything. His response? She's just nervous. Mothers get weird before their sons marry. She'll calm down. She told me to end our engagement. She's being dramatic. Ignore her. Ryan, she's been undermining me for 2 years. This isn't nerves. This is who she is. She loves me. She wants what's best for me. She just doesn't know you yet. It's been 2 years. How much longer does she need? Emma, please, don't make me choose between you and my mother. That was the problem. I wasn't asking him to choose. Victoria was making him choose, and he was pretending the choice didn't exist. 2 months before the wedding, strange things started happening. The caterer called. Miss Harper, we need to reconfirm your menu choices. Someone called yesterday claiming to be you and changed everything. I didn't call. The voice was older, said she was calling on your behalf. Victoria, changing my menu without asking. The florist called. We received different flower selections. From Mrs. Brennan. She said you'd approved? I hadn't approved anything. The DJ called. Mrs. Brennan requested we change the music playlist, remove all modern songs, classical only. I'd created that playlist carefully, songs Ryan and I loved. Victoria wanted them gone, every vendor, every detail. Victoria was going behind my back, changing my wedding to her specifications. I called her. Stop interfering with my wedding. I'm simply trying to help. You're clearly overwhelmed. I'm not overwhelmed. I'm being sabotaged. Stay out of my wedding planning. It's my son's wedding, too. I have a say. You have zero say. This is my wedding, mine and Ryan's, not yours. I hung up. Told Ryan. He promised to talk to her. He talked to her. She cried, said I was being cruel, excluding her, treating her like an outsider. Ryan came back to me. Can you maybe let her help with something, so she feels included? She's not being excluded. She's being stopped from hijacking everything. She's my mother, and I'm your fiancé, who's currently being attacked by your mother, and you're defending her. I'm not defending anyone. I'm trying to keep peace. Peace at my expense, always at my expense. We fought, really fought, for the first time. He accused me of being inflexible. I accused him of being spineless. We both said things we regretted. We made up, barely. But something had shifted. I'd seen who Ryan was in conflict. He folded, every time, to keep his mother happy. 1 month before the wedding, Victoria stopped calling, stopped interfering, became eerily pleasant. Everything looks lovely, Emma. I'm sure it'll be a beautiful day. I should have been relieved. Instead, I was suspicious. Victoria didn't give up. She strategized. I asked Ryan, "What's your mom planning?" "Nothing. She's accepted the wedding. She's moved on." Victoria doesn't move on. She pivots. You're being paranoid. Maybe I was paranoid. Or maybe I knew her better than her son did. 2 weeks before the wedding, the invitations arrived. Beautiful, expensive, perfect. I posted a photo on Instagram, excited, happy. An hour later, Victoria commented, "So excited for this lovely event, if it happens." If it happens, I called her. What does that mean? What does what mean? If it happens, what are you implying? Nothing, dear. Just acknowledging that weddings can be unpredictable. Things happen. What things? You never know. Venues cancel, vendors fall through. Sometimes weddings just don't happen. She hung up before I could respond. I told Ryan. He said I was reading too much into it, that his mother was just being pessimistic. I knew better. Victoria had just threatened my wedding. Subtly, deniably, but definitely. I started checking with vendors daily, making sure everything was confirmed. Nothing had changed. No cancellations, no surprises. Everything was fine. Until the night before the wedding. When the venue manager called at 11 p.m., Victoria stood in my hotel room, Ryan beside her, my bridesmaids forming a protective semicircle behind me, the texts on my phone showing exactly what she'd done. "I don't know what you think you saw," Victoria began. "I didn't think I saw anything. I have proof, screenshots, from the venue manager, texts from your phone number, bank transfer from your account, $15,000 paid to cancel my wedding." "That's absurd. Why would I do that?" "You tell me. You're the one who sent the texts at 8 p.m. tonight, instructing them to cancel, saying the wedding was off, paying them to make it happen." Ryan grabbed my phone, read the texts, looked at his mother. "Mom, is this true?" "Of course not. Someone must have hacked my phone. The texts are from your number. The money came from your account. This is you." "Ryan, you can't possibly believe—" "Show me your phone." "Excuse me?" "Your phone, right now. Show me your sent messages." Victoria's composure cracked, just slightly. "I don't appreciate being interrogated. Show me your phone." She pulled out her phone, reluctantly. Ryan grabbed it, scrolled, found the messages, the exact texts to the venue. "You sent these 3 hours ago." "I was trying to protect you. By canceling my wedding the night before." "This marriage is a mistake. She's not right for you. I was giving you an out." "An out? I proposed to her. I chose her. I've been planning this wedding for a year." "You'll regret it. She'll hold you back, drag you down to her level." I stepped forward. "My level? You mean the level where I built a career without Daddy's money? Where I don't sabotage other people's happiness? Where I don't commit fraud?" "Fraud?" Victoria's voice went shrill. "You impersonated me, told the venue I'd canceled, paid money to breach a contract. That's fraud. I could call the police right now." "You wouldn't dare." "Try me." Ryan looked at me, then at his mother, then at his phone. He was scrolling through something. "There are more texts," he said quietly. "She didn't just contact the venue." My stomach dropped. "What?" "The caterer, the florist, the photographer." "Mom, you contacted all of them, trying to get them to cancel." Victoria said nothing, just stood there, caught. "Most of them ignored you," Ryan continued. "But the venue responded, so you paid them $15,000 to cancel everything. I was protecting you." "No, you were controlling me, like you've controlled everything my entire life, every decision, every relationship, every choice I've ever tried to make. Ryan, I'm your mother. You're my mother, not my owner, not my boss, my mother. And you just tried to destroy my wedding, to hurt the woman I love, because you can't stand that I chose her over your approval. That's not— Get out! Ryan, get out of this room, go back to your hotel, pack your things, because you're not coming to the wedding tomorrow." Victoria's face went white. "You can't uninvite me from your wedding. I just did. You tried to cancel it. You don't get to attend it. Leave, now." "Tom won't allow—" "Dad will do whatever I tell him, because Dad didn't try to destroy my wedding. You did. Get out." Victoria looked at me, venom in her eyes. "This is your fault. You turned him against me." "I didn't have to turn him against you. You did that yourself, by texting his venue to cancel his wedding, by treating him like property you own instead of a person who makes his own choices." She turned to Ryan. One last attempt. "You'll regret this." "No, Mom. I regret not doing this 2 years ago, when you first made it clear Emma wasn't good enough. I regret defending you, making excuses for you, asking Emma to tolerate your cruelty. That's what I regret." Victoria walked to the door, stopped. If I'm not at that wedding, don't expect your father, or Melissa, or any Brennan support. If that's your choice, make it. But I'm marrying Emma tomorrow, with or without my family there." She left. The door closed. Silence. Ryan sank into a chair. "I'm so sorry. You're not the one who should be sorry. I should have believed you. When you said she was sabotaging things, when you said she wouldn't stop. I kept defending her, kept making excuses, kept asking you to be patient. You were trying to keep your family. I was being a coward, letting her treat you terribly because dealing with her was too hard. That ends tonight." Casey handed Ryan a drink. "You did good. Finally. I should have done it years ago." He looked at me. "Are we still getting married tomorrow?" The venue's confirmed. They refused her cancellation once I verified it was fraud. So yes, if you still want to. I've never wanted anything more. But Emma, my family might not come. If my mother makes good on that threat, then we get married without them. I'm marrying you, not your mother, not the Brennan name, you." He pulled me close, held me. "I don't deserve you." "No, but you're stuck with me now." The next morning, I woke up in my hotel room. Wedding day. Finally. My bridesmaids got me ready. Hair, makeup, the dress Victoria had hated. I looked beautiful. My phone buzzed. Text from Ryan's dad, Tom. "Emma, Victoria told us what happened. She's lying about what she did, but I found the bank records. I'm ashamed of my wife. Melissa and I will be at the wedding. We're with you and Ryan. Victoria can stay home." Relief flooded through me. Ryan wouldn't lose his entire family, just the one who'd tried to destroy us. Another text, from Victoria. "You'll regret this. Ryan will realize his mistake. When he does, don't expect me to forgive you." I didn't respond. Blocked her number. She'd lost. Completely. No coming back from trying to cancel your son's wedding. The ceremony was at 3 p.m. Riverside Gardens, mountain views, string quartet, exactly what Ryan and I had planned. I walked down the aisle, Ryan's face when he saw me, tears in his eyes, joy, relief, love. His father stood beside him as best man. Melissa was one of my bridesmaids, the Brennan family represented, minus Victoria. The officiant began. "We're gathered here today." The venue door opened. Victoria walked in. Everyone turned. She was dressed like she was attending, smiling like nothing had happened. Ryan walked down the aisle, met her at the door. "Leave. I'm your mother. I belong here. You tried to cancel this wedding. You don't belong anywhere near it. Security." 2 security guards appeared. Ryan had hired them, specifically for this. "Escort Mrs. Brennan off the property. She's not welcome." Victoria's face went from confident to shocked. "You can't." "I can, and I am. Officers, please." They walked her out, gently but firmly. Victoria protested, threatened, made a scene. They didn't care. The door closed. She was gone. Ryan walked back to the altar, took my hands. "Sorry about that." I laughed, actually laughed. "Worth it." "Agreed." The ceremony continued. We said our vows, kissed, everyone cheered. At the reception, Ryan gave a speech. "I want to thank everyone who's here today, who supported Emma and me, who believed in us. And I want to acknowledge someone who's not here. My mother tried to cancel this wedding, paid money to make it not happen, because she couldn't accept that I chose the woman I love over her approval. That decision tells you everything you need to know about what I value. Emma is my family now. Emma is my priority. And anyone who can't accept that isn't welcome in our life." The room erupted in applause. Tom was crying. Melissa hugged me. "You're the best thing that ever happened to my brother. Thank you for being here." "Are you kidding? This is the best drama I've ever witnessed. Mom tried to cancel the wedding and got banned from it. I'm telling this story for years." The wedding was perfect. The food, the music, the dancing, everything Victoria had tried to prevent, and she missed all of it, because she'd tried to make sure it didn't exist. 6 months later, Ryan and I are in our new house, bigger than my condo, smaller than his parents' mansion, exactly right for us. Victoria has tried to contact Ryan, emails, texts, calls through other family members. He ignores them all. She needs to apologize, he says. Not just to you, to me, for trying to control my life, for treating my wife like trash, for committing fraud to cancel my wedding. Until she takes real accountability, she's blocked. What if she never apologizes? Then she never sees her grandchildren, her choice. Tom visits regularly. Melissa comes over for dinners. We've built a relationship with Ryan's family, the parts that matter, the parts that chose love over control. Victoria posted on Facebook last week, a long rambling post about how her son had been turned against her by a manipulative woman, how family betrayal was the deepest pain, how she'd done nothing wrong. Ryan's response was simple. He posted the texts, the ones showing her trying to cancel the wedding, all of them, every vendor, every fraudulent message, every dollar spent trying to sabotage us. Below them, he wrote, "My mother tried to cancel my wedding the night before because she thought she knew what was best for me. She was wrong. Emma is the best thing in my life, and I'm done pretending my mother's cruelty is normal." The post went viral, 5,000 shares, 10,000 comments, most supporting Ryan, some calling Victoria toxic, some sharing their own nightmare MIL stories. Victoria deleted her Facebook, hasn't posted since. Ryan doesn't gloat, doesn't celebrate, just moved on, built a life with me, without her. "Do you think she'll ever apologize?" I asked him last week. No, because that would require admitting she was wrong, and Victoria Brennan has never been wrong about anything, in her mind. Does it bother you, not having a relationship with your mother? It bothers me that it had to come to this, but I don't miss the version of her who tried to destroy my happiness. I miss the mother I thought I had, but I don't think that person ever existed. He's in therapy, working through it, learning that loving someone doesn't mean tolerating their abuse, that boundaries aren't betrayal, that choosing your spouse over your mother's approval isn't abandonment. Me, I'm thriving, got promoted at work, love my marriage, love my life, and I'm proud of Ryan for finally standing up to her. Victoria said, "There won't be a wedding the night before I married her son." She was wrong. There was a wedding. Beautiful, perfect, everything we wanted. She just wasn't invited, because when you try to destroy someone's happiness, you lose the privilege of witnessing it. Victoria tried to cancel my wedding. Instead, she canceled herself from our lives, and we've never been happier. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support truly means the world to me. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. I love reading every single one of them. Each comment inspires me to keep creating stories for you. See you next time.